Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to teach you how to use RMI in Java. First, create a new project. So let's say calc interface. Calc interface 1. So in calc interface, I won't be needing a class. What I will need is an interface, and I name it calculator interface. So once I've created the calculator interface, what I'm going to do is extend remote. So the calc interface should extend remote, and of course you need to import java.rmi.remote and also import java.rmi.remote exception. All the method signatures, as you know, in an interface I can only have method signatures and I cannot have methods with body, so the method signatures should throw remote exception. So let me teach you an example. So for instance, you will have a method's signature add public int add int num1 int num2 throws remote exception, and every method will be the same except their name will be different. 2, 3, 4. So I did this just to save time. So I have add, subtract, multiply and divide. So these are the 4 methods in my interface. Next, what I'm going to do is right click here and I click on clean and build. You will see in a few moments why I did that. So a good principle is to have your interface in a separate project. Next, I'm going to create another project where I'm going to create the implementation. So let's get started. So I name the project calc implementation, and it's going to create a class calc implementation, and there shouldn't be a main method inside. So this is a normal class like this, and you have to extend unicast. Okay, here we are. Unicast remote object. Unicast remote object, and you have to implement calculator interface. So what was that name? Calculator interface. So since this calculator interface is in a different project, what you'll need to do is very simple. Is you right click on the calc implementation here. Sorry, you click on properties, libraries and add your folder. Remember, I had previously right clicked on the calc interface and I clicked on clean and build. So what happened is that in that calc interface 1, so this is calc interface 1, it has created a folder dist with a jar file. So you just need to add the jar file to the calc implementation, and here you will get an option to import it. Now what I need to do in the calc implementation class is to implement all abstract methods. So you just need to delete this override and delete that, delete these things, and now what remains is your return statement. Return n1 plus n2, and it will be the same everywhere except the symbol will change. So this is n1 minus n2, n1 times n2, and this is n1 divided by n2. So here it is, we have created our implementation of calculator. Yes, of course. So one important thing is that your class that implements your interface should have a default constructor or a constructor that implement, yes, I was saying it should have a constructor that throws remote exception. It is. Now we are done with our interface implementation here. Next, I'm going to do the same thing again. I right click here and clean and build. So clean and build is going to create this folder in my NetBeans project and the file jar. Next, I'm going to create another project. So this time it is going to be the server. So I name it calc server. This is a calc server. So in the calc server, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the try and catch block first. So this will catch any exception that might occur. Exception X point stack trace. So now inside my try block, I'm going to create a registry. Registry reg equals locate registry dot create registry, and Java RMI uses port 1099. So of course you need to import java.rmi.registry. So now that you have created your registry, your next step is you'll have to use your calculator implementation class. So since it is in a different project, you will not be able to access the calculator implementation class. So as I did before, right click, clean and build. Oh, you have already done it before, no need to do it again. So what's going to happen is that it is going to create a jar file for calc implementation, and what I need to do is to add it to the server here. So I click on libraries, add jar. So it is in the calc implementation, this calc implementation. So here I have imported the calc implementation file into the server. So now calc, it is calc. I'm going to create an instance of calc implementation c equals new calc implementation. Afterwards, what I'm going to do is to bind. Okay, we need to import it, of course. I've imported the package and the class here. So now I need to rebind dot rebind, and here you can put a name, let's say my calc, and see the instance. So our server is completed. Now we just need to give a message, server is ready. After creating a server, what we have to do is to create a client. I create a class calc client, and the calc client is simply going to call the methods that were previously created in the interface. So in the client, it is pretty similar to the server, except that here we are calling the methods. So we need a try and catch block for these two, exception ex point stack trace. Next, I'm going to create a registry here also. registry, my reg equals locate registry, and in the server I had created the registry, but here I'm going to get it, get registry. So I'm currently using localhost, which has IP 120.0.127 .0.0.1, and it is using port 1099, and I have to import the registry. So here I'm going to get the registry, while in the server I had created the registry. So bear that difference in mind. Next, as you can see, in the server I had used the calc implementation clause, but here I'm going to use the calc interface. So calc, of course it is not here, and it is calculator C equals calculator interface. I'm going to call it calculator interface, and I have to add in the calculator client, yes, I have to add the calculator interface jar. So a jar calculator interface 1 calculator interface, so it has been added, and here I just have to import it. And now I have to put my registry dot lookup. So what it is going to look up for is this, the name I have given in the server, so my calc. So it is going to look up my calc. So remember that the my calc that you have written here should be the same as you have written in the server. So it's going to look up, and now what you got to do is very simple. System.out.println, and let's say 1 plus 1 equals, you concatenate a string and you put c dot, and you can call the method add 1, and let's say 1 also. And first, before running, you have to run the server. Okay, let's put some more example. First, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3, 2, 3, and you can do multiply also. 2 times 5 equals c dot multiply 2 by 5. Okay, first you need to run the server. Yes, sorry, I need to add the calc interface. I need to add the calc interface in the server too, and I need to add some more jars, I think. Okay, no, it's fine. So the server is ready now, so you had to add the calc interface jar in the server too, and now as you can see, the server is ready for operation. And now this is a client, so I just have to run it. I run the client, and here you can see it is printing the output. So this is it. Thanks for watching. Please rate, subscribe, and don't hesitate to comment. Also like my Facebook page if you found this video helpful. See ya in the next tutorial.